Out of the pistol, here's Williams.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 56 yards.
And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down, Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Pass rusher extraordinaire. Dee Ford that time getting the sack.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield, he's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Chubb, they'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. A run for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Handoff comes to Chubb.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down now, it's Williams. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams, 25 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Oh, it's a wobbler here. .153 remaining in this first half of play. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They complete it to Hill. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So first and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
McCann now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Now a play fake here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Seibert's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A give. This is Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Williams will try again. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Tough assignment here. 3rd and goal from the 12. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
30-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. And now here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. A quick slant to Hill, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's caught on the right side, Brown. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown,
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
A first down carry for Davis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A first down throw for Mayfield. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Mayfield now from the 50. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Logan Wilson, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.